We're delighted and pleased to have with us the voice of progressive populism in the country as a whole, the most articulate spokesperson that I know of on behalf of those who should be in power, not those who are in power. Please welcome our good friend, Jim Hightower.
Got a email from a woman named Linda just a year ago, which finally prompted us to write this book. And Linda says, I have a decent job and I do it well, but I'm constantly thinking I'm wasting my time. I want to begin doing something useful to contribute to changing things, at least becoming a cog in a wheel that's on the right vehicle. And that's a big attitude. So we thought, well, why not tell some of these stories? Because it would touch people and cause them maybe to turn loose their own inner rebellion. After all, the system teaches us that the corporate way is the only way, whether in education, in work, in media, in every aspect of our lives. So just give in to it, they tell us. After all, you can't escape the corporate tentacles. You know, the powers that be try to tell us, oh, well, Americans are conservative. They're very cautious. They just kind of go along to get along. Well, horse hockey. We are a bunch of people who specialize in bucking the system. Indeed, that's how America got created, right? 1776. Folks today defying the corporate order, living their progressive values in business, in politics, in healthcare, in the food economy, in banking, in religion. You know, Oscar Wilde said, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. And that's what we find in great places like this. Folks are searching, they're yearning for real change, not as a political buzzword, but a change in direction. Of course, facing us in politics is the corrupting power of big money, primarily corporate money. And that money doesn't just talk, it shouts. And it drowns out the voice of the people. Y'all all know that story. Our friend Molly Ivins, we dedicated this book to Molly Ivins, our pal, living in San Antonio. Years ago, Molly told a wonderful story about a state senator who came to Austin for the first time and right away encountered a lobbyist. And the lobbyist said, I'm going to need your vote tomorrow. I got a vote on the floor. And here's $200. The senator put it in his pocket and walked away. Next day, come the vote. The senator voted against the lobbyist bill. And so the lobbyist grabbed him off the floor and said, what the hell are you doing? And he said, well, the other side offered me $400. And then the lobbyist just exploded all over him, talking about integrity and ethics. And the senator straightened his tie and drew himself up with all the dignity he could muster and say, well, you knew I was weak when I took the $200. Of course, our problem is not the occasional bribee and bribor. Our problem is that the system itself is a bribe. And yet you find the pundits and too many politicians telling us, well, see, you really can't fix the system. Because that's the way it is. The lobbyists will plug a loophole right through any reform. Well, if they believe that, then they need to go to Maine, or they need to go to Connecticut, or down to North Carolina, out to New Mexico, or that left-wing state of Arizona down there. And what you'll find is that people in those states, either by initiative or through the legislature, have got the corrupt corporate money out by providing an alternative of public financing of their election. My message, and I'm sure you're wondering what that might be. My message to you here tonight is that we can have the kind of life, we can have the kind of culture, we can have the kind of country that we want if we dare to do something that is really important in America, and that is be disobedient. Just be